Well, good morning, everyone. We are back at it this morning. It is out of control here in California. Fires everywhere. It's just crazy. Okay, Ronnie, just let you in. So, good morning, Ronnie.
Hey, good morning, Sam. Good morning, everybody.
We're just getting going here, getting people piled in. So have you noticed this morning the Hollywood or Studio City caught on fire last night as well?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Definitely.
Just crazy what's going on. It's hard to believe.
Has any of it been contained that you know of?
Last time I looked, it was 40% contained in one fire. Everything else was zero containment.
And the 40% containment, which fire was that? The Palisades?
I'm pulling it up right now. So the 40% was the Lydia fire, and it's 10% on the Hearst fire. Everything else is still 0%.
That's terrible.
It's just mind-blowing. I mean, I don't see how this is in any way possible an organic event.
Not at all.
Let me, so everybody on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen. If you're on Rumble, X, or YouTube, give us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button. And if you're on TikTok, let me know where you're coming from. Joy is here, said she's in Vegas, and she can smell the smoke in Las Vegas. Tom's Anderson Jr. said, how did the insurance companies pull insurance and refuse to renew homeowners insurance just in time? Very good question, Tom. It's just crazy. We've got Amanda from Vermont, WMD 2221 from Tennessee. Welcome, everyone. Mimi from Louisiana. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat this morning. So,
you know what I think, Sam? Think about it. Okay, all this multi-million, billion-dollar land went to shambles, right?
Yeah.
They're not putting out the fires by using the ocean water because they say that using the salt in the ocean water, you're demolishing the land. Nothing can grow from it again. You're destroying it, right?
Right.
And then these home insurance companies, they're not renewing policies. They're taking out fire coverage. $17 million was taken out of the fire budget in Los Angeles. And sure, it looks like to me this is a big real estate development scheme.
Well, there's so much more going on just in that, Ronnie. It's ridiculous. Let me get some of this caught up here. We've got Mimi from Louisiana. Welcome. Armando Chavez from the California High Desert. Welcome, Armando. Sherry Church from Georgia. Karen B. from Oregon. Rich from Northern California. WV Boy 304 from West Virginia. Jan 1959. Hi, Jan. Nice to see you. We have Rich from Maui. Yeah, it's Rich. It's very similar, it looks like to me, compared to the Lahaina situation. Pamela 1111 from Colorado. Welcome. Yup from Arkansas. Welcome. So, yeah, Ronnie, I don't know what the heck is going on here, but there has got to be something happening. Oh, Allie from Temecula. Hi, Allie. Steel Yo Snacks from Orange County. What's that?
How are things in Monrovia and the Pasadena area?
As of this morning, my sister said that the power's back on, which is a good sign. But again, we don't know, I don't know how much the fire is spread. It's still looking at the maps here, it looks like we've got 0% containment in 3 of them. So I don't know. Steel Yo Snacks is in, looks like Orange County, maybe? I don't know. We've got Trey from Loveland, Colorado. Timmy P from Idaho. Welcome. Love Coeur d'Alene, Timmy P. Love it there. Strobin from Chicago. Yeah, so, with all that's going on, so many moving parts, did you see what President Trump came and said? Oh, here's Alex. Let me bring Alex on. So President Trump came on this morning, made a tweet or a truth, and basically called out Newsom and told him to resign. Morning, Alex.
Morning. Yeah, I saw that too. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
So we've got JTV315 from Phoenix. Brad Rice said, how can trees and utility poles still be standing? That's another thing, guys. I noticed on some of the videos this morning, sure enough, you've got houses burned to a crisp, cars being burned to a crisp, and there are trees that weren't touched. How do you explain that?
Choreographed.
The same thing as tornadoes. It'll hit a whole neighborhood and leave one house standing. I mean, you just don't know, man.
Yeah, exactly. Mark M said, hey, Sam, they're considering you. You never pop up in my FYP. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Mark. Sometimes I get seen, sometimes I don't. But you can always go directly to my profile, Sam_Shalhoub, and you can always find me there. But thanks for hanging out with us. Brad Rice said DEWs. I think there may be some credibility to that. We'll have to see how it plays out. It's too early to tell at this point. Everybody on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen. If you're on Rumble, X, or YouTube, give us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button. Alex, you want to pull up that map if you have that ability?
I do. I wanted to try maybe something different, and maybe we do this another time, but if I use my live studio on my PC and you and I co-host together, I think it'll give us a little better display than me trying to hold my phone up to a monitor. The problem is it would exclude Lonnie from being in the live on audio and camera. So we can try that maybe another time.
Okay.
Let me see if I wonder if I've got some kind of tripod I can rig up here real quick. Give me just a minute, guys.
Take your time. We've got Sherry from East Tennessee. Welcome, Sherry. So, yeah, you guys, the blue collar preacher said they'll blame it all on climate change. Well, they've already tried to start that. It's ridiculous, preacher. I agree. It's always look over here, not over there. Cam McLean just sent a bunch of roses. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Now, we do have a significant goal today. I forget what I put in there, but if you have the ability to send gifts, it's appreciated. It raises us up in the rankings, and we can reach more people. So if you're able to, that would be great. Bad Juju B2. Hi, Sam. Hi, Brad Juju B, or Bad Juju B. Nice to see you. Steel Yo Snacks. I have resources pinned to my profile for anyone in need. That's really great. Thank you so much for doing that. Pam, just Pam from Massachusetts. Welcome, Pam. So everybody that's on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen and share this live out on your feeds. Let's get more people in here. Let's get some more comments. Let's see where everything is going here. Praner coming from Northern British Columbia, Canada. Oh, you mean the 51st state? I'm wondering how you feel about that, Praner. What do you think about it being Canada being the 51st state?
Well, supposedly the president of Mexico responded to Trump's idea of renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. And she responded in a way that was like, oh, well, then why don't we name parts of America Land of Mexico in retaliation?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they didn't take too lightly to that. Mexico didn't like it at all.
Well, again, I don't know how much of that is trolling. I don't know. I don't know how much it's trolling, how much, but he sure seems to be talking a lot about it. So I don't know. Okay, we got the map up here, Alex. Let's see what we got going. Are you still there, Ronnie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Cam McLean said, Canada and Iceland makes me a little worried, to be honest. Well, we're living in unprecedented times, so I can see how you'd be a little worried. I'm not worried. It's interesting to see how it's going to play out. But
supposedly Germany and supposedly France are like they're against America getting Greenland.
Well, yeah, I think that's more of a strategic, national security issue, I think. But, who knows for sure. Everybody on TikTok, if you would, double tap that screen and please share this live out. Thank you, Carl, for doing that. And Steel Yo Snacks, thank you for sharing it out. Bad Juju B, thank you for the gift. It's appreciated. So, yeah, we got a nice heart. How sweet. Thank you so much. That was from Bad Juju B2. Thank you again.
All right. How's that look?
That looks great, Alex. Good job.
All right. I've got my phone propped up on a little tripod thing. Looks like the Palisades fire is currently at 17,234 acres. The Eaton fire is 10,600 acres.
Mm-hmm.
Sunset fire, I think, was around 40 acres so far. Yeah.
So you said that you were talking about an app offline before we launched the live. You said something about the fires looking larger in terms of what they were compared to last night.
Well, you can see right here. This is the original fire that we saw last night. And then this is how much it's expanded over the course of the last 8 hours or so, 10 hours that we've been off. Looks like so for the viewers, the red areas are mandatory evacuations, probably because of as well as red, and yellow is evacuation warnings.
Oh, okay.
So I don't remember which map it was, one of which was showing me, I thought I could see at one point wind speeds at a certain altitude, and I don't remember. I think it might have been the other one. Hold on one sec. So we get an idea of wind. I think that's important to understand as well.
Right.
That's the cameras. This 3D map is really cool, but it takes some time to load all the data as we move around.
Right.
We can give it 1 second.
So let me get some housekeeping done here. Davey Sampson said the federal government has no money to give relief. I'm telling you that there's a lot of truth to that.
I guess because we're not Ukrainians, that's why.
Right, exactly. How is that possible? My goodness. Everybody on TikTok, if you would, double tap that screen and share this out on your feeds. Let's get people piled in here. So, yeah, I don't know. So based on the California Department of Forestry website, which is what Alex is on right now, we've got the Palisades fire is 17,000 acres at this point. The Eaton fire is over 10,000 acres. The Hearst fire is 855 acres. We've got Lydia fire at 348 acres and the Sunset fire at 43 acres. So, I mean, there is a heck of a lot going on right now, you guys.
That's about 10 square miles, give or take, would you say, Alex?
Actually, I think you're upwards of 20 square miles.
Wow.
That's just the Palisades fire. 600 acres per square mile. Somebody who's faster on math, so let's do 17,234 divided by 612. You got 28 square miles in the Palisades fire alone.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That's almost a quarter of Los Angeles.
Let's see.
Bad Juju B said that her son lives in Irvine. I don't know if it's a woman or a man, but it looks like Irvine's safe at this point. I haven't seen anything in South Orange County at this point.
17 square miles in the Eaton fire, Pasadena area. So, I mean, you're talking almost 40 square miles, or almost 50 square miles between all three fires.
Wow.
20% of LA is burnt up.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Den Gen X 2.0 said, "What's messed up is the rich people's houses burning gets more attention than Carolina lives lost." I think there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, or the Lahaina fire in Hawaii that just disappeared.
Exactly. And Dark Horse said, "Don't you know every time there's an emergency, Ukraine gets money?" I mean, I'm laughing, but it's so true. It's just horrible what has been happening. I got a message here from Jane. I got a message here from Jane saying that the double tap is not working. Are you guys able to double tap the screen?
Okay, here we go. I got Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm able to double tap.
James Lynch said 640 acres per square mile, Alex.
It's actually 612, but yes.
612, okay. Matthew Richards says, "Yes, we need to fund Ukraine to prevent these fires." Yeah, what a joke, right? My goodness.
Well, there is good news. Joe Biden is a great-grandfather.
What's that?
Joe Biden's a great grandfather.
Oh, great.
There is good news. Joe Biden's a great-grandfather. He came out yesterday and said, "Great news today. I'm a great-grandfather."
Down along the coast, it's less than a mile per hour. So relatively calm today as far as the winds go in comparison to when this all kicked off with 50 to 100 mile an hour winds.
Right, exactly.
Pasadena wind speeds are anywhere from 1 mile up into the higher elevations of 11 miles an hour. So
Wow.
pretty calm day with regards to winds. When you get up around Hearst is where we were seeing some high winds, 20s and 30s, but that's still further to the west of where the fires are actually located.
Mhm.
Where the fires are burning, it looks like 9, 3, 1 mile per hour. So they kind of vary up through there. You get over into the Lydia fire. Up at the peaks, we're seeing some 50 mile an hour winds, but that's still probably 10, 15 miles away from where the actual fire is.
Right. We have Madeline asked, should I keep my flight to LAX today if I live in K-Town? Well, again, I would refer you to the airline that you're going to be flying on. If you're going out of LAX, I haven't heard of any flights being canceled. But again, I would call the airlines and double check with them.
Yeah. I did hear from my cousin this morning down in San Diego. He said no fires, but there were a couple of times that the smoke was actually coming in from LA.
Wow. All the way down to San Diego.
It's like nothing gets your spidey senses tingling like the smell of smoke when this is all over the news. So
no kidding.
His next text message was Lahaina 2.0 ?
Oh, well, exactly. That girl just said, what's the name of the website again? It's fire.ca.gov. V is in Victor. We've got, it looks like the Studio City fires have now shown up on the map, which is interesting.
Switch over to the other map. Give me just a second here.
Take your time.
And when we zoom in, they show up as just a little blurb. Let's see. Yep, there they are. Okay, so if I zoom and scroll down, looks like they are north of Sunswept Drive and one south of Sunset Drive. What is that? Veneta Drive. So it looks, and again, with the winds as they are today, I think they hopefully will be able to get on top of that pretty quickly.
Right.
We'll have to wait and see, but yes, they are starting to pop up on the map right here, and they're relatively small. I'd say less than an acre at this point, but I mean, kind of strange. That's kind of a long ways away for a fire to start from where the other fires are.
Exactly. So Strobin said, I have to dig more, but they're expecting higher winds tonight. Lou Earl Shoe said, what is red? I know it's mandatory evacuation, but does it mean it's burned? No, it's mandatory evacuation.
So again, for all the viewers, orange, okay, we're down around Palisades. Orange is burning or already burned, okay? Red is going to be mandatory evacuations have been ordered. Yellow is an evacuation warning.
Okay, got it. Chapito said, are the fires close to West Covina? No, they're not near West Covina. They're quite a distance away, and I have not heard of anything in West Covina or that area. I think Chino Hills had some yesterday. What, didn't they, guys?
I don't remember Chino Hills. We looked at it, and it was still a ways away from Chino Hills.
Baldwin Park.
Oh, it was Baldwin Park. Okay.
Baldwin Park in El Monte.
Yeah, so no, that's pretty far away. I don't think anything going on in West Covina.
We've got mandatory warnings across the Sierra Madre on the south side. Looks like Monrovia is not in even a warning area.
So that's different from last night.
Yeah, it is a little different. I think the wind's changing direction. We do have considerably more mandatories to the west than we had last night of the Palisades fires, and warnings. All of this area here has changed. Let's zoom in here a little closer.
So Equal on TikTok said, well, if any family needs a place to stay, they're welcome to stay at his house in Poway, California. How kind of you, Equal. Thank you so much. If somebody has that need, reach out to EAKEL, Eagle. Jay Voorhees said, did it reach the stadium in Pasadena? That's a good question, Jay. I'm not sure if it has or not.
What are the cross streets? Give me the cross streets.
Yeah, Jay, if you can give us the cross streets, then we could probably pull it up. I wonder if you could do a search for Pasadena Stadium or the Rose Bowl Stadium.
Do you guys want me to look up the address and I can give you the exact address?
Sure.
That would be helpful. We can zoom right down in on top of it.
Right.
Washington Middle School mandatory evacuation area. I'm looking to see, it may show us the
Okay, the address is 1001 Rose Bowl Drive, Pasadena.
Okay, thanks, Ronnie. Stubble said those new small fires are too far for ambers to fly and start, especially with the low winds. I agree, Stubble, that something's not making sense there. Danielle Z said, what about Chatsworth? Well, Chatsworth is still quite a ways away from Studio City and, of course, from Pacific Palisades. I've not heard of anything in Chatsworth at this point, but that may have changed in the last hour.
Yeah, if anybody knows the area where the Rose Bowl's at, major cross streets, there's East Loma Alta.
Alta Loma would be north. Let's see, Alta Loma would be northwest of Pasadena Rose Bowl.
Right.
So if you go to the right, you should be able to.
The address didn't help you?
No, I can't search the address. I'm just looking at.
I'll look at a map. I'll look at a map right now.
Okay. Kind of Drum said, what about Ventura? I haven't heard of anything as far north as Ventura at this point. But again, that could have changed in the last hour. I have no idea. Everybody on TikTok, if you would, double tap that screen and share this out with your profile. Let's get some more people piled in here. And if you have the ability to send a gift, it raises our ratings. We can reach more people. Please do so. It's appreciated. Chapito said, thanks, you guys. You're welcome, Chapito. Our pleasure. Stony Z 88GP, Redondo Beach. Well, now Redondo Beach is up. It's south of Pacific Palisades. I don't think it's reached Redondo Beach. And also Mosh Lashes Beauty Bar, Dodger Stadium. I don't believe Dodger Stadium has had any problems at this point. Big Low said that the Rose Bowl is the 210 freeway and Lincoln, Alex.
The cross streets
probably
the cross streets are Aurora and Rosemont.
And here we go. Rose Bowl. It's in a evacuation warning area. It is not mandatory evacuation yet.
Okay, cool.
Let me zoom out just a little bit. This is it right here. It is in a warning area, not mandatory. Red is mandatory. This is a warning area, and orange is on fire. So looks like the fires have reached, is that Lincoln Avenue? Yeah, Lincoln Avenue on a north-south run. It has jumped Lincoln Avenue up around West Loma Alta Drive.
Anthony said that he just left the Rose Bowl area and there's no fire there.
That's good. The fire is still a couple miles away, but it does look, it is over. It has not crossed the 210, if that helps anybody. It's still all north of the 210.
Okay, good. Yeah, because below the 210 is highly populated.
Well, I am highly populated. Look at this area that's already burned.
Yeah, like I know. But it's even more dense because the ones that are above the 210 are much larger homes. So you have smaller homes with more people down below the 210 is what I meant.
I mean, there are schools gone. This is catastrophic.
Yeah, it truly is. Alex, Meg asked one more time if you would explain the colors.
Okay. If you're looking at the screen, I don't know what color they're coming across to you. We'll start at the top. Orange is going to be fire that has burned or is currently burning. Red is mandatory evacuation. The red is mandatory evacuation, and the yellow is evacuation warnings.
Okay.
And we're currently looking at the Pasadena fire. We'll go down to, or go up to, I'm sorry, the Hearst fire and take a look at what we've got going on there. Doesn't look like the Hearst fire has expanded as much as the other two fires overnight. Most of it looks to be, again, north and to the east of I-5. It doesn't look that it's hopped over I-5. And Foothill Boulevard. It is right up to Foothill Boulevard. Mandatory evacuations all the way around.
Right. Brooke and Jubal asked again for the website. It's fire.ca.gov. V is in Victor.
So look at Malibu and see what's going on. Now, see, last night, this was not grayed out. This is very strange. I don't know why they have this area grayed out. I would assume it's, I mean, it's hard to tell if whether that's mandatory or whether that's warnings. But again, orange is the fire. Mm-hmm. It is burning or already burned. Red is mandatory. So if you're down around Cajun Beach area, mandatory. I'm sorry, Carbon Beach area, mandatory. Moving into Malibu, Pacific Coast Highway. Wow, why do they have that grayed out? Let's go look at the other map and see what.
Speaking of Malibu, for those who are concerned, Hunter Biden's home burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, the one that he rented. Steve Robinson, thank you for the gift. We've got.
The good news is he was able to salvage all of the little white bags from his rental home.
Gibson asked, did Diddy's house burn? No, not that we're aware of at this point. That's Beverly Hills. And Wanda S., how is Northridge? As far as I know, Northridge is not in any kind of compromised position. I don't think they even have warnings at this point. SoCal Life with Tanya, are you from the area? Yes, I live here in Los Angeles. And I actually went live yesterday from Monrovia, from a family member's house. I got on the roof and I was able to show how the fires were burning. If you go to my profile, Sam_Shalhoub, you can see the videos that I uploaded yesterday. That'll give you a good idea.
Yeah, Sam and Ronnie are natives. I'm the nerd over in Kansas who's running the camera.
And doing a wonderful job at it.
We had one comment saying that the gray area on your map, Alex, are old fires.
Could be true. On this map, they're not gray. As we're zooming in, it's not grayed out on the 3D map. Let's see.
Shaylin Bonnet said, has the Getty burned? The museum has not, but the Getty villas did, Shaylin. SoCal Life with Tanya, Northridge is fine. Yep, that's correct. Glendale, I don't believe there's any issues there. Jesse McGavin. MMA, has it been confirmed that Gladstone's is gone? Yes, it has been severely damaged from the fire. From what I understand, they closed Gladstone's not long ago. Now, whether that is a seasonal closing or not, I don't know. But apparently, yes, it has gone up in flames. Denny's Penne said, can you show Sherman Oaks? Well, Sherman Oaks does not have any fires at this point. Studio City, which is next door to Sherman Oaks, does, but they're very small at this point. So I don't think there's any problem with Sherman Oaks, right, Alex?
I don't. Man, you're talking Greek to me.
Yeah, it's right next to Studio City. I didn't see anything there.
Sherman Oaks is fine.
This is the one that is south of the Weddington Golf Course on the other side of Ventura Boulevard. Still up in the hills. This one's starting to grow. Doesn't look large. I mean, less than an acre at this point in time. But, I mean, who knows?
Stubble, thank you for listing that website. And Andrea Peterson said, is the Hollywood sign burned? No, it has not burned. There was a lot of brouhaha about that yesterday. But, no, apparently it has not burned.
So this is the Sunset Fire. We'll zoom in. This is orange again, is currently burned. I'm flipping between a couple of different maps. So there's Hollywood Reservoir.
Hey, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Brooke and Jubal said that the Fire CalGov site is always hours behind. If you go to watchduty.org, that they are more up to date. I don't know. Let me try it here and see if I can see it.
I'll pull it up. You
Okay.
said Watch Duty.
WATCHDUTY.org.
Everybody, please double tap that screen and send it out so we can raise our ratings and get the information to more people. Please.
On a web browser. Here we go.
Also, send some gifts. Support Sam and I for risking our lives to make this report.
A little dramatic, but I'll take it. Okay. JACRED said, how's West Hollywood? Well, West Hollywood is under, I believe, evacuation orders, but I don't think it's reached from the Hollywood Hills down to West Hollywood at this point.
And looking at this, it's pretty much in line with what the other site is showing.
Is it?
Let's look at the legend here so we understand what we're looking at on this map. So the very large flame says less than 50% contained. Smaller flames are going to say, back to layers. Legend says 50% or greater containment, which that looks to be the Sunset Fire, says 50% or greater. 75% mostly contained. Let's get it colors here and understand.
Brooke and Jubal, Alex, said that if you go to that, Watch Duty has live cams too if you zoom in.
Yeah, and all those live cams are all the UCLA cams, and it's the same cams across all the sites.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Cams.
Got it. Okay.
And I've been watching the cams. So Alert California here. If you look, let's see.
Mary MG718 said, is the fire close to the Hollywood sign or not in that area? Yes, it's very close to it, but I do not believe it's been affected at this point.
So if we look at West Hollywood, looks like we have Star Mountain cameras. Let me zoom in here and see if we can look at those and see what those cameras.
Just Trucka said, is Long Beach affected? I'm leaving Colorado today to pick up an oversized down there. And so Long Beach is not affected at this point, but getting to Long Beach could certainly have some problems. I would definitely check out Google Maps or Waze and see if you have any problems getting through. What are we looking at there, Alex?
Star Mountain cams. I'm not seeing.
Andrea Peterson asked, hold on, I just lost that. How many fires are there in containment? So as far as the number of fires, Andrea, there's 5. There are only 2 of those 5 that have been contained. The Lydia fire at 40%, the Hearst fire at 10%. The other 3 are at 0% containment at this point.
Now, according to these maps that we're looking at, folks, tune into your local news. They're going to have better channels to EMS and the other people that are actually out there managing these things. We're just trying to do our best to share the information and the sites that we're using to look at what's going on.
Right. Pink Rose 94 said, has the pier in Malibu been affected? I didn't think Malibu had a pier.
Currently, Malibu, the town itself, there's the pier, is under evacuation warning. The fire has not moved into Malibu, to the best of our knowledge, according to this map.
Well, no, Malibu.
They had a pier.
Yeah, there was a bunch of houses on the coast in Malibu that are gone, right, Alex?
I mean, it would be south of Malibu.
Oh, that's south. Okay.
Yeah, the town of Malibu itself is this little post right here, right? There's Malibu on top of it. So this is the town of Malibu, and it's evacuation warning. But if you head to the south, along the one highway, not too far outside of Malibu, the entire coastline is like all those buildings in orange have burned.
Wow.
Red means it's a mandatory evacuation. So if we just go down the coast, you can see We counted them up early. There's 20 plus houses there burned up. You got 6 or so that are not, and then another 20. But once we come even further down, this is where that entire coastline. Line it up with the camera here. Everything you see in orange there is gone.
Wow. Cello said, how is Malibu looking? Classes at Pepperdine start on Monday, and I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I would call Pepperdine and find out if they're going to hold classes, because that's very close to what's going on there.
Yeah, from Las Flores all the way to Malibu on the coast, buildings are destroyed.
Wow. Wow. Mind blowing. There, Sherry Brown said there are coastal houses that are in Malibu that have all burned. Malibu is more than that post. Interesting.
I understand that, and that's what I'm trying to show here. Was that La Costa Beach, Carbon Beach, California National Monument. Yeah, from the monument all the way north to Malibu, the beach is gone. Now, whether or not that's called Malibu, I again, guys, I'm not a native. I'm just running a computer from Kansas to help these guys out.
Yeah.
Malibu is a very, very, very large, it's like 30 or 40 miles long of land, and there's Malibu City, and there's a lot of sub-cities around it.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Well, looking at this map, like I said, coastline from, oh, wow. I mean, there's coastline burned up as far south as, what is that, west? Oh, Will Rogers State Beach.
Wow.
There's fires from Will Rogers all the way up to Malibu.
Wow.
And Will Rogers is just north of Santa Monica.
Correct.
Wow.
Santa Monica looks to be in the clear. There are evacuation warnings in North Santa Monica.
In North Santa Monica?
Yep. Warnings, not mandatories.
Right.
And again, I'm not from there. It looks like Will Rogers State Park is the beginning of mandatory evacuations all the way north until you're almost into the city of Malibu.
Wow. Dear Lord.
But we're talking almost 18,000 acres, folks.
SoCal Life with Tanya said that Brentwood has evacuations going as well. So it must have spread if that's true.
Where is that?
Brentwood.
Brentwood is northeast of Santa Monica.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing here.
Holy smokes. Davinus 11 said, you're doing a great job navigating the map, Alex. Thank you.
Them damn people over there in the Midwest, they don't know nothing about that Los Angeles.
Oh, my word. Okay, well, I think we've given a pretty good update for today, for this morning, you guys. I know that you have a hard stop, Alex.
I don't. We're good right now. I want to dive back in, and I want to look real quick again at the Beverly Hills area.
Okay. Richard, HEAD, thank you for all of the roses. If you guys are able to send roses, gifts, whatever, that's great. It raises our rankings. We can reach more people.
Yeah, as we're speaking, guys, you've got active fires. What is that? Waltless Garden Park. I mean, it's come all the way down to Runyon Canyon Road.
Runyon Canyon's a very popular hiking trail.
So if we're looking, if we're zooming in really close, look, we've got fires that are breaking out right up next to the houses. North Vista, this is North Sierra, Bonita Avenue, like these little spots right here. There we go. Now it's on camera. It's coming right down into the neighborhoods here.
Wow.
You've got some more to the east that are starting to break out. Looks like Curson Avenue, it's in your backyard. To the east, I'm sorry. That's the ones I wanted to look at was the ones that broke out while we were live. Let's
Jesse
zoom out.
Jesse McGavin said she loves to run Runyon Canyon. I've done it many times. It's a beautiful, at least it was a beautiful area. Hopefully it won't be get too much. Adventure said Karen Bass is avoiding questions. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. A mayor standing up on a podium being asked questions and not responding at all.
Okay, the fire up on top of the hill looks to be about twice the size in the last 30 minutes. Looks like you've got a couple of homes, maybe 3 homes now on Sunswept Drive that are in the fire area. I mean, it's showing pretty accurate, which means the rest of the homes around it are probably susceptible. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 homes. That may be the same home.
I'll be right back, guys.
The mayor looks mighty suspicious to me.
Well, she's jet lagged from being in Africa, buddy.
Absolutely. Maybe she needs one of those white baggies from Hunter Biden to wake up.
Yeah. We'll switch back over here, and I'm going to go back in with this 3D map, and let's look at that hill. Where was that? It's not showing up on the 3D map yet. Let's check this camera, see what we got. Oh, look how smoky it is. Wow. We'll go live for the last 3 hours, and we'll play the feed. And I don't know which direction that's pointing. Hard to tell. From sunset, we're gonna go.
So are you from the Midwest, Alex, or you just live there?
Man, I was explaining all this to Sam last night. I was actually born in Colorado. When I was little, we moved to California. I used to live between Madero and Chowchilla, Madera and Chowchilla. Down a 40-acre alfalfa farm, we grew game birds, bobwhite quail. My dad was one of the largest bobwhite quail breeders in the world. And my dad lived out there until probably 94, maybe 93, 94, he moved to Texas. When I was 5, my mom moved to the Texas Panhandle, and that's where I grew up for the most part, with the exception of summers and 1 year I spent out in California with my dad. So I've got family all over the West Coast, from San Diego all the way up to Bellingham, Washington. So I've been out there. I'm familiar. Been to the Exploratorium in San Francisco as a kid. Been to Los Angeles. I was there in 2019. We had a mastermind meeting of
I don't know if you want to get into the details on that one.
Oh, no, I won't go too deep. Mastermind meeting. We had a house in Beverly Hills for a 3-day weekend. An absolute amazing time. So I'm somewhat familiar, but I'm not from the Midwest. I've been in Kansas. My ex-wife's family, we were married for over 20 years and 3 wonderful kids. Back in 2013, that ended. But it led me to the amazing relationship I have today. In Kansas, I've been here since 99.
Right.
Okay. I want to know about that mastermind party.
Yeah, no. This is a family-rated show.
Yeah, we'll do that offline.
There you go.
So I'm looking for Ventura Boulevard, and what is that cross street there? Looks like Laurel Canyon. Okay, so if we're gonna go over to the 3D map real quick.
What was that about Laurel Canyon?
Laurel Canyon?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What was it? I didn't hear that, you guys.
He said Ventura and Laurel Canyon. That's right.
Shit, that's Studio City. That's Studio City.
Well, that's where these new little fires have broken out, and I'm trying to pull it up on the 3D map to see. There's Laurel Canyon.
Universal Studios is going to be burnt.
Yeah, they're not showing up on this 3D map yet. I'm going to do this. I'm going to split screens. I'm going to have you guys on one screen and this other map on the other one so that I can try to zoom in on the 3D map and give the viewers an idea of what is going on here. So it looks like the top of, yeah, it's going to be right there.
Based off that, Laurel Canyon and Ventura, that tells me soon Universal Studios is going to be burnt.
Universal Studios is still several miles from there. I don't see it going that because they're not very big fires. But somebody said that Universal is closed today. Probably a wise choice.
So, and it's hard to tell the difference between these two maps.
Jules at JAB Furniture Rehab. What's the website? The website again is fire.ca.gov. The V is in Victor.
All right, there's Coldwater. Okay, so from
Laurel Canyon is east of Coldwater.
The top of this mountain right here is one of the fires, and as you come down into, looks like, I'm comparing the two maps, guys, to try and get, let me zoom in further, see if it gives us street names.
Well, at Laurel Canyon and Ventura, if you go just slightly north, is the 101 freeway.
Well, I'm trying to get much more granular than that between the two maps. We're looking for Veneta Drive. So
and Laurel Canyon and Ventura Sound, that could actually be like literally 10 feet away from the 101 freeway.
No, Ventura and Laurel Canyon are about, I'd say between a quarter and a half a mile away from the 101.
Okay, so we have a fire in this area here, small one, and then the fire that is being reported is down inside of these houses right here.
Okay.
So these structures, let's see if I can zoom in even further. Look at that, I can. Yeah, right here. Comparing the two maps side by side, you're looking at from this house, yeah, right down in here, there is a fire.
Okay. Got it. Wow. How Hidden Hills, I think they're safe. Yeah, so let me refresh the map on CalGov and see if we've got any updates. So yeah, the two fires that have been partially contained are at the same percentages, and 3 of the fires are still at 0% containment.
So here's another camera. Let's see what this pulls up.
Everybody, please double tap the screen, send some likes so we can get some more views.
3 hours. Oh, wow. Look at that over there. That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, everybody on TikTok, please double tap the screen. Stacy Joe, thank you for sending the hearts. If you can send some gifts, that's great. It raises our rating. Loki Simone, Loki's mom, just sent some. Great. Jesse just sent roses. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. The more gifts we get, the higher our ranking, the more people we can reach. It's truly appreciated. And if you can, on TikTok, share this live out to your following, and let's get some more people in here. We're going to go another few minutes. Alex has got an appointment coming here soon, so I don't want to hold up his day.
Yeah, I got to go find Bambi in the woods.
Yeah, exactly.
Sam, question from one of the viewers. Do you think this could be a Trump protest fire from the liberals?
You know, there's no way to say at this point. There is so many different possibilities. I don't think it's coincidental that this is happening. Let's see, how many days do we have left? 10 more days before inauguration. I don't think that's coincidental at all.
This just updated and said the sun-swept fire, which is the one we were looking at in the houses there, is less than half an acre at this point.
Okay, good. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think we should wrap it up for now and maybe hit it back again later tonight if everybody's up for it. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would say stay tuned to your local news. And I said this earlier, the technology that's out there today is the reason that we have so few deaths. By cell phone tower, they can send individually to a single tower an EMS message that will go out to any phones that are within that range. So pay attention to your phones, your warnings, pay attention to the local news, and stay safe out there. God bless.
Yeah, very well
God
stated,
bless.
Alex. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.